Alright, Josh with Olive Branch here, and today we are going to try to build a biogas generator. This is going to be our first one that we've built, and we're in the greenhouse today. It's about 105 outside, so it's extremely hot in here. But we're going to give this a shot and see how we come out. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take a 4-inch hole saw bit, and we're going to cut a hole in the top, and this first hole is going to be for our feed tube. So this is going to run through the top. We're going to use that to feed our system. It's going to come in and drop out of this hole that I've cut in the bottom here. On our barrel, how about that? With this barrel, we have a welded seam right here in the middle, so we don't want to cut it right in the center. So I'm going to go to one side or the other for this cut and make sure I don't disrupt that seam. Alright, so check fit that. It's going to be just fine. Alright, so now that we have that hole, we're going to use this hole right here to do the rest of our work inside of our barrel. So this is going to allow us to get in here to both sides so that we can put in our other stuff. So we don't want to put that in yet. So the next part that we're going to put on, we have one of these bungs. It's sealed on both sides. This one's 1.25 inches that we're going to use. So we're going to be able to drill a hole in the side of the barrel, run this right through the side, and that should seal us off when we're in there. So got this bit right over here. We'll set it up. Alright, so because I drilled our feeder tube on this side, I'm going to go to the opposite side, and that's where I'm going to drill my slurry tube. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to go somewhere about midway up. It's not super particular here. Basically we want to have a water level in here with our slurry inside, and it's going to be about midway up this tube. So I'm going to come on the opposite side of our feeder hole and drill it into the bung. So, on these there's a gasket on the outside and a gasket on the inside. These are reverse thread. So when you feed it through, have to get this gasket, you reach through there. Alright, with these bungs you actually don't want to over tighten them, so about hand tight is where you want it, to where you can't twist it anymore. Right, so now we have this one on the inside and on the outside. It's got thread in on both sides. Alright, so what we're going to do for the inside, we're going to take a male attachment that's 1 3/4. We are going to fit it together with a 90-degree piece on the inside, and basically what we're doing with this 90-degree is we're going to allow our water level to set about this high where it flows out with the slurry into our 5-gallon bucket where we catch it on the outside. But this is going to create a gas seal inside of our bucket. So that's what we're after with that 90-degree. We want to create a gas seal. So I'm going to go ahead and put this together inside our bucket. Alright, that's going to be our inside piece. So now we're going to thread this onto our inside, and we're going to make sure that that 90-degree angle is facing down so that we can create our vapor lock inside of our container. Alright, so the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to install our gas tube. So what we have here is a brass fitting. I'm going to go ahead and put some Teflon tape on this fitting just to make sure that we get a good seal around this. And then on this particular barrel, we actually have a threaded hole on the top bung, so we're going to just utilize that hole that's already there for us. And we're going to thread on our air hose attachment right here. Our air hose is going to attach right here. And this is actually where our methane, our biogas, is going to come out of. So on the end of this, I'm going to actually go track down a ball valve so we can close off our gas supply. But that's where our gas should come out of. On this side right here, we are going to create our slurry drain off. So basically that's going to consist of a nail, a couple 3/4 pieces, and a 90 at the end. And we'll put our 5-gallon bucket right here to drain out into. So we're going to go ahead and get this all glued up. Jump back in. All right, we're back. So we have the slurry drain off completed. We have our feeder hose done, and we have it sealed. And what we use to seal ours is a Flex Seal plastic rubber sealant. It comes in a little tub like this. It's really easy to use. There are a couple other options that you can use though. You could use JB Weld. That would be a really great option, and it meshes to this as well. If you cut your hole nice and tight, you could close that off with a really good silicone, and it should do just as well. So another thing that we've done is we've gone ahead and we've added our gas hose. So this is attached right on the top, right to that existing bung. And we've ran it off with just a piece of air line to a little end that has a ball valve so that we can shut on and off the gas. And this is just going to be used for right now so that we can make sure that our generator's up and running, and that we're ready to go for round 2 and build a little better. Also in addition, we've got a cap because we're going to be storing ours outside. I want to make sure that rainwater doesn't get down inside of there, so we just got a cap for our feeder tube. No oxygen should get in there already because it's below the water line. The cap is really just to keep contaminants out. So we're going to move this into its final location. We're going to get it filled up with water, and then we're going to mix up our first slurry to feed our generator, and we'll come back whenever we're there. All right, so we've got our generator put in place where we want it, and what we're doing now, we've got some chicken poop, we've got some cow poop, and we've got some goat poop. We've got it right here in this 5-gallon bucket. We've made a beautiful slurry. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to fill this up with our slurry. We've also got our water level equaled up to the middle of our pipe. So as we're going, you'll see clean water running out here as we're filling it with our slurry. All right, so we've got our biogas generator in place here. We've got our overflow bucket to catch our sludge off the top. We've got it fed. We're going to give it a couple of days to generate some gas. We're going to come back and we're going to see if we can get some flame out of the end of this too. So check back with us, and hopefully we get a little bit of methane out of this thing.